Hi everyone, Grandma Mia here for Gramma Gamer's channel, and I believe I have the game screen for recording for Syberia large. Don't have a clue what I did. All of a sudden it's working correctly. It's actually pretty big, I guess. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with it. So I'm gonna start the game all over again from the very beginning. And I can tell you, I have started this game probably, I'm going to say about 8 or 9 times. And then I started all over again, and then I started all over again. So, here we go. New game, Syberia, as I stated before. I played this game when it first came out in the early 2000s. And then I played the first game. I did not play the second and third expansion, so now that I have all three, I'm going to play all three of them, and along with the bonus packs that came with it. I'm not even sure what those are, but okay, so this is Syberia. It's a really cute story. I remember really enjoying it the first time I played Syberia 1, and it's an old-fashioned point-and-click game, which is kind of slow. But I really enjoyed the storyline. I thought it was a good game, so I'm gonna play it, and I hope you will enjoy it as well. And I'm going to go through it. The first part, well, the first couple, like, I don't know. We'll see. And I have to make short, like 45-minute videos at the max because of my technical internet problems. So here we go, starting all over again from the very beginning. There's Kate Walker. You just see the automatons. You don't see like actual people going to this funeral. And then they lock everybody out. Or at least they locked Kate out. Come on, open up the door. It's raining. Okay, come over here. And there is a little key right there that you got to pick up. And then you right click, and I always forget to right click on anything, but it goes right here in the back of this little guy right here. And I love this. And then once he winds up, he rings the bell. Isn't that adorable? I want one. I don't know what I'd do with it, but I still want one.
Okay, I'm coming.
Hi there.
Hello there, ma'am.
I would like a room. My company should have made a reservation in the name of Walker. The company is Marson and Lormont Associates. The name is Kate Walker.
Of course, Miss Walker. You are in room 6 on the next floor up.
Thank you. Hello. My name is...
Of course.
Okay.
I would like to see my room now.
As you like, miss.
I really don't have the strength to take this suitcase any further. I wonder who can help me. Hi there.
Hello there, ma'am.
Could you possibly take my luggage up, please?
Please do excuse me, Miss Walker. We have been neglecting our duties. Guests are so rare these days that we forget our manners. So you're the American woman? Is it true what people say, that you've come to buy the factory?
Not factory. Anna's house. Anna's house. Excuse me?
Would you quiet down, you mischievous little boy? I imagine our little town must disappoint you. You see, today is very sad for us. It's a day of mourning. Today is the funeral of Miss Anna.
Momo's sad, but Han's not dead. Han's long away. Anna told Momo. Anna liked Momo very much.
That's enough, Momo. Stop pestering the lady. Now go on, scram. Get out of here, you hear?
Oh, anger management classes for that kid.
What was I saying? Oh, yes, Miss Anna. Such a great loss for Valet Dylan, it really is.
Into her shirt it goes. Everything goes into her bra. That's one hell of a bra, I'm telling you. Dear Kate, our client, the Universal Toy Company, is more than eager to see conclusions from the talks with Vorarlberg Manufacturing, with a view to the takeover in the days to come, and we have received notification to this effect. We are counting on your undoubted qualities as a business lawyer to bring negotiations with Madame Anna Vorarlberg, the current owner, to a close. Allow me to remind you that the Universal Toy Company is a multinational which has a monopoly on the toy market. It is a Class A priority client who is presenting Madame Vorarlberg with a golden opportunity to sell her factory. You should remind her of this fact in case she starts having last-minute second thoughts before signing the purchase agreement. I am under no doubt that you will live up to the great expectations I have in you. Edward Marson.
I should tell Marson about the death of Miss Vorarlberg. I hope this is not getting too complicated.
Oh, and as I start choking. Okay, there's nothing in these extra rooms, so you need to come down here and then go downstairs. And let's see, we'll come down this way. And since Momo went and dropped his gears, we need to pick those up. And this is all we need from, see, into the bra it goes. We gotta pick up that one. And this one. And this one. And remember this, well, you don't really have to remember it, but this is the configuration. The small one goes there. It's like it goes like this. Okay. The little tiny one goes there, and then the one above it. But anyway, you're gonna need these gears. And come back to here.
I'm back again.
Miss Walker, Walker.
Oh.
I would like to...
My certainly, of course.
Okay. I forgot to do something. We need to call the office. Dear Maitre Alfolter, as you are no doubt aware, our practice is charged with undertaking negotiations for the takeover of the Vorarlberg manufacturing by our client, the Universal Toy Company. It is with great sadness that we learn of the recent death of the manager and owner of the factory, Madame Vorarlberg, with whom negotiations had started. We are under no doubt that Madame Vorarlberg left you instructions before her death, enabling the sale to be concluded. We should remind you of the significant boost the arrival of the American multinational will bring to the economy of your region. It is for this reason I am sure you will give our representative, Ms. Kate Walker, a warm welcome. Yours faithfully, Edward Marson.
Thank you.
At your service.
The young boy who was here earlier talked about, Hans. Who is Hans?
Momo was talking about Hans Vorarlberg, Anna's younger brother.
And this tells all about the toy company. And it's several pages, and I'm not going to read it. I read it the first time I played this and uploaded, so I'm not going to read it again. So let's go outside. And I hope you can't hear the fan that's blowing on me and my laptop, because it's hot here. And if you double click on Kate, she runs. Right here is the gate to the toy factory, but we're not going to go there yet. But just to let you know that it's kind of hard to see, so that's where it is right there. Talk to the baker.
Good morning. Are you open? Can I buy something from your bakery?
Oh, afraid not. Not possible. We're closed.
I can wait a while.
You can wait, but we're closed all day. Day of mourning.
I'm sorry. Please accept my condolences.
Don't worry about it. Because of Madame Horrible's death, all the shops are closed. Mayor's decision. Try tomorrow.
But tomorrow I won't be here. That's a pity.
You run down this way. Keep running, Kate. Okay, I'm gonna grab this newspaper. I don't know how much of an impact or if you need this newspaper, but I didn't grab it anyway. The morning, let's see, the Valladolid Gazette, Wednesday, April 17th, 2002. The morning of the loss of the Queen of our hearts. Let us pay homage today to Anna Vorarlberg, who died peacefully yesterday at the age of 86. The great lady devoted her life to her business and our community. This formidable woman had an extraordinary energy, a force that allowed our automaton technology to develop and to make our valley continually proud. Her vitality was matched by her generosity and goodness, which has marked all of the Valladolid's inhabitants. The mayor of our town has declared that today would be a day of collective mourning in honor of Madame Vorarlberg. Her funeral will take place this morning at 10 a.m. in the parish church, officiated by the town's own priest. And then it goes on to say, Anna Vorarlberg's death marks the end of an era in Valladolid. Madame Vorarlberg was an outstanding woman who presided over Vorarlberg manufacturing for more than 50 years. Her death seems to bring further loss in its wake, sounding the death knell of our automaton factory, the economic heart of our town. It is impossible to view her passing without concern for the future of our valley. In the last decade, computers, video games, and electronic robots have become predominant in our consumer society, rendering traditional clockwork mechanisms obsolete. The age of the wind-up toy is over. Such technology cannot compete in the modern economic climate and has fallen by the wayside. It would have been definitively consigned to oblivion if Vorarlberg manufacturing had not upheld its renowned savoir-faire, helping Valladolid to remain economically active. However, today the industry has lost its spiritual force, and the force looks. Oh my God, I can't read. However, today the industry has lost its spiritual force, and the future looks bleak. Maybe the time has come to celebrate the prospective American takeover of the factory, but what will be the cost to the soul of Valladolid? And then up here it says ecology. The protest group Mountain Peace demonstrated yesterday near the site of the new Espia Dam. They claim the construction of the dam has damaged the blue warbler's natural habitat. Intervention on the part of the forest ranger was necessary to disperse the demonstrators. And then there's an ad here that says, stiff joints, chronic hangovers, need a spring in your step? Look no further. Dr. Schweitzer's Miracle Elixir, one remedy for 1,000 woes. I need that for my aches and pains as I grow older. Okay, so we need to come up here. Come on, Kate. Walk up the stairs. You don't have control over Kate trying to get her upstairs. And it's fax number 2 that you want to put there. And then you want to pull that down like that. And then the handle. And this guy is a peeper. Okay, later we're going to need this thing right here, but not right now.
Hello, sir.
Miss Walker, I presume. Have you had a good journey?
Everything went very smoothly. Thank you.
Do take a seat, Miss Walker, please.
I imagine you are aware of the business.
Let's go to Syberia. The first part of this, the first paragraph, is what he read, and it says, I repeat that Hans is still alive, so when I die, it is he who becomes the sole and rightful heir to our factory. I have never had the chance to see my dear brother again. Fortunately, though, Hans and I remain very close in thought. Throughout the years, I have been able to follow his meandering life as he sporadically sent me news. On occasions, he would write me letters, but they are rare, as my brother, since his unfortunate accident, has maintained a phobia for the written word. However, he has sent me several plans of automatons that I eagerly have made up at the factory. I will admit that they have largely contributed to the success of Vorarlberg Creations. Hans has always had a marvelous gift of breathing life into objects, though through clever combinations of cogwheels and springs. My little brother is a genius in the true sense of the word. Let us return to the matter in hand. Rest assured of my personal conviction that my brother will not object in the slightest to the sale of the factory. If I had already passed away when you come to read this letter, it is to him that the matter should be addressed. I received his last letter 6 months ago, posted from the north of Siberia. I regret to say I've received no more recent news. I am aware of the difficult situation in which my confession and lack of further details leave you, but I wish to die with a clear conscience. I would be grateful, dear Maitre Alfalter, if you could inform the American law firm with whom I've been dealing these developments. I have grown so old, so tired. With all my respect and final greetings, Anna Vorarlberg.
Anna Vorarlberg had no further information to add?
Unfortunately not, Miss Walker. I have told you as much as I know. The situation in legal terms is now clear. If you want to conclude this sale, you have to find Hans Vorarlberg. Apparently, there is a body lying in the town cemetery. There also seems to be...
There's no body in the town cemetery.
It seems you have your work cut out for you. Believe me, Miss Walker, when I say that I am most sorry for this regrettable setback. Most sorry.
Great. What now then?
Siberia.
You will find out more in the Vorarlberg factory archives. You will find the key in the waiting room. My role in this affair finishes here with the reading of this letter. And now, if you'll excuse me, I must rest. You see, my health is not excellent at the moment, and my doctor forbids me from working for too long. I will not detain you for any longer, Miss Walker. Do not forget to close the door as you go out.
Goodbye, sir.
And that's it for his room. We don't need anything else in his room. And the key is over here. The key is right there. See, it goes in her bra. Now, since I've played this part like so many times, there's a gate down going this way, but it's locked, so we're not going to go down that way. We're going to go this way instead.
Hello? Dan, I'm so pleased to hear your voice.
How are you? Did you have a good journey? Have you settled in?
It was long, tiring, damp especially, but I'm okay. Especially when you...
Is everything going as planned?
Yeah, I mean, well, not really. It's not exactly what I thought it would be. You know, everything's so different.
Actually, while we're on the subject, I managed to clean myself up tomorrow lunchtime. I'll come and meet you at the airport.
They weren't on the subject.
We're expected at the Goldbergs about 8 o'clock. I hope you have the time to take a shower and change before I start.
Dan, I don't think the Goldbergs tomorrow night is really on.
Don't worry, Kate. You'll be as perfect as ever. Anyway, you never have to wear much to look really great.
Dan, I'm going to have to extend my stay here. There's one or two complications. You understand?
Kate, honey, what are you talking about? It's only a recent toy factory.
The sale isn't going through as expected. I've got to stay a bit longer. Dan, you don't mind, do you?
But Kate, you can't do this to me. I mean, it's the Goldberg contract. There's millions of dollars on the line here.
I'm sorry. You go ahead. Don't worry about me. I'll get back as soon as I can. I promise. Okay, I've got to go. I'll call you back soon. Love you, honey.
Okay. Now, there are some discrepancies here. She told the innkeeper that she had to be back the day after tomorrow, which would have been in 2 days. Her honey bun boyfriend, who only cares about himself, said he took extra time off for his lunch to pick her up from the airport. Now, there's like, he's like, you know, I don't know, but there's some confusion there on when she's actually leaving, and now she's going to put off her trip for another couple days. So anyway, just you know, you get the idea. And those birds are in the game. See, but and they're still flying around, but they're nowhere else. Just right there. Oh, here too. Okay, there's this old guy right here that you need to talk to.
Good morning.
Good morning. What a pleasure to meet such a lovely young lady honoring our aging streets. Please sit yourself down next to me so we can enjoy the air together.
It would be a pleasure, but I'm afraid I don't have the time. Some other time, maybe.
I hope so, miss. I remember when these streets were full of vibrant life. In those days, there was a charming encounter to be had round every corner. Our good little town of Valladolid is not what it used to be.
It looks like things have changed a bit around here.
Our children have all left the valley. They need to earn a living, don't they? Can't really blame them. You have to move with the times, don't you? And it's not at the Vorarlberg factory that they'll find jobs. Being excluded from the world is not an easy burden to bear, believe you me, miss.
It's such a pretty little village.
I can tell you're not from these parts. I hope you enjoy the pleasures that we still have to offer. Good day to you.
Okay. That's about all he says. Okay, come up here. Up to the cemetery. We will gather some things here. Come on, Kate, go through the gate.
Hello.
Okay, so what's new?
We've got a problem, Mr. Marson.
Big problem.
What problem? Come on, Kate, don't beat around the bush.
There's maybe an heir.
What?
Hans, Anna Vorarlberg's brother. Looks like he's still alive. We can't buy the factory without his consent.
What? What is this? Where's this mystery brother come from? And more to the point, where is he? What did the notary say?
Nothing. I mean, nothing else. You know, sir, it's an odd town here. Everything's odd. The people, things. The situation's not straightforward. I have a small bit of research to do.
Listen to me, Kate. Universal Toys is one of our biggest clients, and I don't care how weird that town is. All that matters is that you do not set foot back in New York before you've tied up the deal. Get the picture.
Yes, Mr. Marson.
Wonder if she could go to Los Angeles instead of New York. Okay. So this door is locked right here, so there's no reason to go to that door. But we need to go this way. And we'll go to this in a little bit after we come back here. Okay, this room, there's not anything that you need to look at. Can't, that door's locked anyway. Wait, Kate, come this way. Okay, you walk over here. You grab that key. And then you come over here. And the key, you right click, put the key in there, and turn it. Okay. Now, I always just pick up all of them. Don't know why. Just do. You just take those music cards and Then in this drawer here, you have to turn this right there, and you need this, and you need that. And it's to my successor, the Valladolid parish priest. The sanctity of confession is a sacred vow, so these revelations are the result of much soul-searching and reflection. One day in March 1938, Rudolf Vorarlberg knocked at my door. I was a young priest then and was overawed by the dominant personality of the town's most important figure. I remember it was raining that day, and beneath his dripping hair, Monsieur Vorarlberg's face was the very expression of eternal pain itself. Through gritted teeth, his eyes swimming with grief, he announced that his son Hans had just died. He wanted me to come immediately to bless the body. I entered the dark drawing room at the family home. Hans' coffin was set in the middle, sealed shut. Monsieur Vorarlberg explained to me that he wanted no one to see the body of his son. Hans' badly mangled corpse had been discovered at the bottom of the precipice. It was presumed that he had slipped and fallen badly. Despite his 18 years of age, the young Vorarlberg did not have all of his faculties. I believed him. I led the funeral and officiated the mass and burial. We buried Hans Vorarlberg with all the dignity and solemnity befitting such a tragedy. Life indeed hangs by a thread, and I would have surely forgotten this episode only several years later, after her father's death. Anna Vorarlberg had an accident at the factory and nearly died. Such a close call with death seemed to awaken her a need to confess. What I heard that day would haunt my dreams forever, or thereafter. She told me that the body of her younger brother Hans was not at rest in the family tomb for the simple reason that he was still alive. I had blessed and sanctified an empty coffin. I had assisted and sanctioned a masquerade staged by Rudolf Vorarlberg himself to exercise the blind hatred he felt for his son. His son had left and he felt betrayed. A man who preferred to believe and make others believe his son was dead, rather than accept this truth, had shamefully deceived me. What kind of priest was I, and what kind of priest would I become? Our merciful Father alone will be my judge. It is my duty to inform you that one of your flock is still unaccounted for. I leave this terrible secret in your hands to do with what you will. Leon Bernard, the priest. And that's all you need here. There's nothing there. So you get out of that. You can leave the door open. I don't care. Oh, it closes automatically. Come out of this room. Come on. Okay, head back this way. Up these stairs here. Now remember those gears? Okay. The little one goes here. This one goes there. The large one goes there. And then the next one goes there. And then you pull the handle. That's why you needed those gears. Ta-da! The door opens up. And the elevator raises you to the top. Okay, and there's nothing that we need in this room or we can get. We need to see this guy over here. Oh, we need to come over this way. Now, this punch card, see all these cards, the music cards? You need the purple one. I just always pick them all up. I don't know why, but I just pick them all up. Every time I played this, I knew I just needed the purple one, and I still pick them all up. I actually like this. This automaton sitting up there, and that key that we picked up goes there. Okay, so we leave here because there isn't anything else you can pick up around this room. At least for now. There's a lot of stuff I don't remember from the first game. But I've done this section so many times that... Okay, come down this way. Now there's nothing right down here at this point. No, so we gotta go this way. And this is where that mortuary or the mausoleum, is that what they call them? The crypt, maybe? Okay, and we've got to put right click and the key goes there. Did you see those that gate fence? I mean, it's got spikes on it. And this is Hans, and Anna's buried up here. Mountain fall kills local figure. The Vorarlberg family was struck by tragedy yesterday. Rudolf Vorarlberg discovered the lifeless body of his son Hans at the bottom of the precipice. Loose rocks and poor visibility occasioned by the morning mist were probably the cause of the young man's fall. This is the theory put forward by the family, as there were no witnesses. Hans had just turned 18 years of age. 8 years ago, he suffered a similar serious accident from which he never fully recovered the full use of his mental faculties. Despite living most as a recluse, he was still a well-known figure, as the future of Vorarlberg's manufacturing lay in his hands. We at the Valladolid Gazette wish to extend our deepest sympathy to his family and expressed our sincere condolences to Rudolf Vorarlberg and his daughter Anna, who today becomes the sole inheritor of the automaton factory. And then we need, that as well. And that's it for this room. See, Anna's buried up here. There's Hans. Okay, now we can leave out of here. This way. And back out. Because we can't get through this door at all. The door's just locked. Run back down to the factory. And this guy doesn't have anything more to say at this time. I don't know if he will. We need to go to the toy factory itself. Oh, those birds. Okay, let's see. This is the key that goes there. And then you have to wind this, and then you pull the handle down, and it opens up the gate, as you can see.